What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of BlockHash here at Money 2020. We have another wonderful guest from Thomson Reuters, Kelsey Nicol. She is with corporate, the legal side of corporate, with Thomson Reuters here on the podcast to talk to us a little bit about compliance, Agentic AI, some of the things that they're doing heading into 2026, and obviously here at Money 2020. Kelsey, welcome to the podcast, the show. Super happy to have you on. How's it going?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. To get things underway, tell me a little bit about yourself and your background. I'm sure people would love to know a bit about your story and how you kind of got into this side of the space, and also what kind of led to you being a part of Reuters.
Absolutely. So a little bit about me. I actually worked as part of the corporate legal team at Target Corporation for about 8 years. That's really where I got my start working in legal operations space, working with technology for not only legal departments, but really broader organizations. And that brought me to Thomson Reuters after about 9 years where I'd worked with so many Thomson Reuters solutions that they asked me to come and join their team. And so as I've been part of the Thomson Reuters team for, going on another 9 years, I've worked both within our sales organization, selling to corporate legal teams, but also more broadly the last few years, really working with the strategy around how we bring generative AI, agentic AI to our customers and really help them transform digitally throughout their organizations.
Excellent. We're going to touch on some of that stuff today.
Yes.
Would love to know what your guys' kind of priority is here at Money 2020. What are you guys kind of looking for? What are you focusing on?
Yeah.
Are you looking for partnerships? Are you looking for more clients? Are you expanding on certain themes or verticals in particular? What's kind of the agenda for you guys?
Yeah, well, we've got, I would say all of the above is the short, long answer, but certainly looking for ways that we can interact and engage with our customers today and tell that broader story of how we can really solve compliance questions or issues across broader teams, certainly in the financial and the banking space. We do have some awesome partners that are also here today or this week that we're meeting with as well to really see how we can bring our content into their platforms and really solve some of those common challenges for our customers.
Excellent. And you mentioned compliance. How do you do that for teams, for your customers? I'm sure there's a lot that goes into compliance, different jurisdictions, different states, different rule sets, different industries.
Absolutely.
How do you balance all that, and how do you approach that here in 2025 and modern era?
Yeah. Well, what's really exciting is at Thomson Reuters, we're really looking to solve those holistic challenges with compliance for our customers. And so that really spans the gamut of our legal teams, or our legal customers, our risk and compliance customers, and even on the tax side of the house too, because we have obviously a lot of tax challenges and complexities, especially these days. And so really what's exciting and new and different about Thomson Reuters is that we really have that trusted content and expertise that we can provide to our customers. So whether that's grounded in Westlaw or Checkpoint or our risk solutions, we're really allowing them to make sure that their organizations are compliant and really can de-risk any of those challenges, making sure that they do have the appropriate jurisdictional advice and sound advice when they are looking to go into new markets or creating a new business or a new channel of their business.
Nice. Are there any areas of emerging tech that maybe you guys are looking at to kind of aid in that compliance as well? I know AI is really big right now. There's a million other things going on too. But I know Agentic probably fits into this really well.
Yes.
Curious maybe what you guys are kind of approaching.
Yep. So I think that's a great question. And certainly at Thomson Reuters, what we're really excited about and really telling all of our customers as well as the market around is that we're investing over $200 million in AI, and specifically, from my chair, it's the agentic AI that I'm really excited about.
Sure.
And so where that comes into play, for example, is how we can really still keep the human in the loop, as we like to say. So certainly know that AI is not going to take people's jobs. It really is about how can we work with AI. And you know what, you set yourself apart if you're able to really embrace and leverage AI to its best, whereas maybe a colleague might not be able to. So at the end of the day, again, when it comes to the technology that we're investing in and really bringing to our customers, it is how do we save them time? How do we save them money within their organizations and really be able to show that ROI? So if they can do something like create a new policy around a banking regulation or update a contract to ensure it's in compliance with a new law or a new regulation, that's something that we want to be able to solve for really from start to finish. But again, still having that human in the loop is what we're looking to do and solve with our customers, but also make it not scary for them either and help them kind of on that journey, if you will.
Do you guys have any at the moment in terms of using agentic AI, putting it into practice with some of the solutions you guys are looking at with Reuters? Just kind of curious what those kind of yielded in terms of maybe some benefits for clients or maybe just positive results in general.
So there's a couple, and I think that's always the challenge with our customers is deciding really what are those key use cases that will save them time and will save them money. One of my favorites that we've really recently started to pack into, at least kind of with our legal teams and our risk and compliance teams, would be something along the lines of, as I mentioned, hey, we've got a new policy that we need to enforce within our organization. That could be as simple as I've got a business partner who is emailing the legal team or the compliance team. We have co-counsel, which can sit right inside your Outlook, and it can tell you as that user, as that risk compliance or legal user, here's the recommended update to this policy. And again, it's grounded in that trusted expertise of Thomson Reuters content set, Westlaw, Practical Law, our clear products as well. And it can take you through that journey of creating or updating that policy and making sure that it is in compliance with that new law and regulation. You can send those notes back, or again, that agentic AI really takes that back to the business to say, here's how we can get this done faster. Again, we're seeing and hearing stories from customers, if that's something that might have taken days, weeks to do, with very old school emailing back and forth and different drafts and different versions. And it's something that now can take you maybe 30 minutes to get back and forth between the different parties. So it really is a game changer when it comes to how fast can our business act? How fast can those supporting teams really help the business grow in the big? So it's pretty cool stuff.
Is this designed more or less for larger enterprise corporate businesses, or is this something that can be applied to a much smaller business? Maybe to give them a competitive advantage, maybe to help them get over the hump, so to speak, in terms of competition? Or is it kind of a mixture of both?
It's really a mixture of both and very much can service those small startups who, again, are really looking to make sure that they've de-risked and they've got that brand recognition or reputational risk that they might be wanting to make sure that they can avoid. And so think about companies and organizations that have small headcount, right? Or again, you're that startup. Those workflows can absolutely help you move faster and have that competitive advantage. We've also got a large organization that's a customer who's using co-counsel within their legal team. And one of my favorite quotes that they've shared with us is that it absolutely gives them a competitive advantage when it comes to negotiation and contracting. And so they've shared with us like, hey, I'd rather have this powerful tool at my fingertips because I know the other side probably does as well when we're going into that negotiation. So being able to really have, as you just mentioned, that competitive advantage is something certainly that our customers are already seeing, which is exciting.
Excellent. And then in terms of the future of what compliance looks like, obviously we talked about AI. Are there anything else that stands out in terms of other technologies, other methods, things that maybe you guys are also looking at, or you just see kind of out in the industry that, may help aid, compliance in the future for companies, make it easier, make it more streamlined, make it easier to collaborate without too many friction points?
I think I love that you asked that question. I think for us at Thomson Reuters and really what our teams and our product teams are working on is how we can embed our tools into enterprise tools that customers are already using today. So not having to add to that tech stack, not having to add another, it sounds silly, but right, like let's not have another tab open that we have to go to for our solution, right? Exactly. So it is very much like how can we embed what we already already have today into the tool sets that enterprise customers or again, smaller customers are already using. What are those key ERP tools? What are those key workflow tools that already exist that we can simply leverage and embed our tools into? So that's what's really in the horizon, and that we've been talking to customers about probably the last 6 months or so, and going into next year.
Exciting. And then beyond compliance, what are you guys at Thomson Reuters focusing on heading into 2026? I'm sure there's a million different things that you guys probably have your hands in at the moment, but anything that stands out people should be aware of or keep an eye out for?
Yeah, so we've got, as I mentioned, we have co-counsel legal for our legal customers that we're offering today. We also have a solution, again, co-counsel also for our tax teams. You'll also want to take a look at our risk solutions. As I mentioned, again, we're really kind of bringing everything under one umbrella. And our risk solutions will also have a really slick generative AI tool and functionality coming to them that I think will really help in, again, that ease of how do I quickly research, whether that's making sure that my vendors are compliant, making sure I know where their investments are coming from. That will be a much easier, I'll say, workflow, if you will. And so really, again, bringing those tools together, making sure that we've got that holistic story is what's on board for us in 2026. So we're excited for it.
Excellent. And then where can people keep up with everything too? Do you guys have a blog on the website or socials? I imagine there's a lot of places to go, but where's the best place to keep up with the biggest updates and upcoming things in your guys' roadmap?
I would say absolutely make sure you're following Thomson Reuters on LinkedIn. And we've also got a great website. I want to say it's just thomsonreuters.com. So take a peek there for the latest and greatest.
Awesome. And then for the companies that'll be watching this episode too, if they want to work with Reuters and they want to get in contact, what's the best way to do that?
Go to that LinkedIn page and you can definitely connect with us there, and we can put you in touch with our partnership team. We've got them. They're here at Money 2020 today. But anyone that's looking to partner with us or looking for more information, we can definitely get in touch with you that way as well.
Excellent. Well, Kelsey, I appreciate the conversation. It's been great learning about what Thomson Reuters is focused on here going into the new year with Agentic and with compliance. I think this is something that's a really important part of this industry that, should not get overlooked with all the innovation and things happening. We don't want that to fall behind or we'll have problems.
I know.
So appreciate all the work you guys are doing. Keep me up to date on all the new stuff that comes up in 2026, and we'd love to have you on again in the future.
Thank you, Brandon. Thanks, team.
Appreciate it.